say.
Yes.
But here we notice that Swift in this voyage, and also Gulliver,
Mm.
like a behavior kind of greedy because he want to just spend 5 months with his family. Then when he see this opportunity, he took it, or because he want money, and also he looking for the good position, like a prestige for him as a captain. Not like
Yes.
the previous voyage, he was a passenger or a sergeant, but this
Mm.
time he was like a master of this ship. So he looking
Mm.
for this position also. On the other hand, he did a mistake when he hired or rent people for to replace his crew without any test for them. He just bring them and ask them to be his crew, and most of
Yes.
them was pirates or corsair. So
Uh-huh.
they
Mm.
they conspire him and lock him in the cabinet, then throw him in the next island.
Yes.
And also when he met the Hoynim and also the Yahoos, is a kind of satire of the community at that time. He comparing the nobility society with the people, with the normal people that
Mm.
like a farmer or something like that. So
Yes.
the horses here is like a noble society, and the England high rank people, let's say, and the Yahoos is just people without education, or the poor people or the farmer people. So
Yes.
it's kind of, and also when they offer him the food course or was finally refused to be with the Yahoos because the Hoyans consider Gulliver as a Yahoos because he's look like them but with the clothes. But he
Mm.
refused this because like give a point that a human rejects and feel superior to other human, how look different and act different, which
Yes.
is the key of feature of colonization at that time.
Yes. Very good,
That's it.
Mustafa.
Welcome.
Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
Okay.
So, from what you have mentioned, we have two kinds of people in this voyage, the Honims and the Yahoos. The Yahoos are similar in some way to humans, while the Honims are superior. So, we will know more about them. Muhammad, yalla Muhammad.
Yes, Professor, how are you?
Hello, Muhammad. Yes.
Also, I want to complete what my classmate Mustafa mentioned about the position of Gulliver in the ship. You know, in this
Uh,
time, not a storm changed the situation, but in this time, it had a dispute between him and the others, friends, the others crew in the ship. So,
Good.
and they leaving him in the beach, in the shore, at the first Iceland they saw. So, just I
So
want to mention.
the dispute is just like the storm,
Yes,
right?
exactly, exactly. That's
Yes.
what I. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. In this Iceland, suddenly he saw animals, ugly animals. Run after Gulliver, and Gulliver ran away. Suddenly, beautiful gray horse appeared, walking,
Mm.
and they are felt as soon as they saw the beautiful horse. The horse
Yes.
stopped behind Gulliver and watch him and to see Gulliver closely and return around him. He tried to talk to him, but his language was, يعني cannot understand the language of, it's just
Yes.
like a voice of horse, and just one word, Yahoo, Yahoo, just between two sentence
And
and another
how
sentence.
to understand them?
Yes, just
Mm.
the voice of horses and the word of Yahoo.
Yes.
But just a moment, another horse, this brown horse, come,
Mm.
and then Gulliver saw something strange that happened between these two gray and brown horses. Both of
Mm.
raised their right hooves and touched each other. It's kind of hello or hi, you know.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's a body language. Can
Yes,
we
it's
say?
a body
Yeah.
language between the horses. It's like a
Yes.
man, raise their right hooves and touched each other, kind of greeting or hello or hi. He heard them
Yes.
talking each other, يعني he feel the kind of talking from each other. He heard the word Yahoo in several times. Gulliver thought they are, in the beginning they are magicians who change their looks into horses.
Yes.
So Gulliver asked them to see their kingdom, their place, their want food, want drink. They took him to their place, at what my classmate Mustafa mentioned, and see just horses, not humans, only horses with
Yes.
different color.
Yes.
He saw the ugly human Yahoo tied up, and they were eating meat like what Mustafa mentioned in the way lumps of meat,
Yes.
disgusting way. The horses thought Gulliver was one of the Yahoo, but Gulliver refused that and yelled at first, "I am not Yahoo! I am not Yahoo!" But after a few minutes, Gulliver looked, focused on his body and the Yahoo body. He knows that they had legs like them and they had hands like them. So he discovered he like them. He like Yahoo,
So
But
why he refused to be one of them,
because
Muhammad?
he see in the in the ugly, it was ugly, the Yahoo was ugly. It's like
Yes.
savage, savage, not a human, ordinary human,
Yeah, very good.
May I
you know
The
answer this
Yahoo,
question?
the Yahoo stands for the ugly side of a
ugly
human.
size. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
In the following days, the horses took good careful about Gulliver and treat him well, very well. And the Gulliver know it's called humans, but humans was animals, and
Mm.
have own language and learn this language quickly.
Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you very much. Very good.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
think Ali want to answer the question why he refused to be one of the Yahoos, although there's a big difference, a big similarity between the Yahoo and the human. Ali, يمكن Ali?
Hello,
Hello,
Professor. I think
Ali. How are
Mustafa.
you?
How are you, Professor?
Mustafa?
Yes, he's Mustafa.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Mustafa.
Yeah, I
Mustafa.
think because he also see that the Yahoos are servants working as a
Oh,
servant for Hoyanim. So
mm,
he became afraid to be a servant also, and
mm.
they were treated not well. They treated in a bad way. So he afraid to be treated like them. So he
Yes,
refused
good.
to be
He
a
refused to
Yahoos.
have the sense of submission.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you
submissive
so much.
person. He is not submissive. Thank you very much. Then I think Fatima. أي يمكن فاطمة أي فاطمة ثابت. Okay, Naba, both of
Yes.
you.
Hello.
Yes, Naba. Hello, how are you?
Fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Naba.
Uh,
What's new? You want to ask something new, of course.
we can see in this chapter that Gulliver, from all of his trip, have learned something. He,
Yes.
from the beginning, from the first book, the second, and the third, until now, he come to realize that ration is the most great thing that a human being can have. He wants to be
Yes.
Russian because he sees the Yahoos and he see how they can say pretended primary creature that eat what they saw and filthy and all that, like animal similar. So he wants to be rational. He even tried to change himself. He refused his body because his body is remember him of the Yahoos. He wants even to be a horse body, just like the Huanims, to be a rational person. And there's a point the writer Swift didn't mention it, but pointed to the Huanims is animals. But when you see them, you see an animals. But when they talk and when you listen to them and to their conversation, you find out that they are rational people. And the Yahoos is a human body, but with animal kind of like mind. So
Yes.
don't judge the book from its cover. Don't
Yes.
judge people from appearance because down in the inner of them you'll find maybe the rational people, the rational and the ugliest in the same time. That's okay because that's the way Gulliver is. And also Gulliver, it's began from all of his trips, start to realize that he dislike the society he's living in, because in the last book he talks to ghosts from the past, Alexander the Great and Aristotle and all of that, the famous scientists. He found out that the history that we have right now is full of lies. He refused to live in such a society. So all of that made him want to be just like horse, and that's the ironic thing about this whole book in the end.
Yes. Good, Naba. Thank you very much. Okay, don't think there's something strange in this voyage, because we used to see people in every voyage. There are certain people. Okay, no matter what kind of people, their shape, their appearance, their size, their morality. But in this book, we see they are animals, not people. So why swift change this concept? I mean, the concept of being human to the concept of being animal. Yes, Fatma.
Sorry, Professor, because I didn't answer you. There is
No,
some
it's
noise
okay.
here. That's why I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
on
okay.
my mic. Because I read the lines and how West explain and talk about the animal, and he look like a horse, but he have a brain like any civilized human. I think if we want to talk about many points about the human being, the people, the human, they could change like animals. When they start killing each other, they will be look like the animal, maybe worse. They have the shape of a normal human, but their brain, their behavior, their looks, it's just only animals. So there is animals. It could have ugly shape, maybe the hair on their body, maybe they have a bad smell, but they don't act with each other
Good.
badly as the human do with
Yes.
their self. He has a shape of a horse. Maybe it's something supernatural, a creature. Maybe not super. It's something unusual, unnormal. It's a magic, a creature, but behavior it's animal. Just have a
Yes.
devil. The devil, but the animal maybe he don't have a brain to thinking. He don't use his brain. He just only use what the thing he desires. Just only his desires controlling him, completely controlling. There is a part of the people
Yes.
like the criminals. There's they just enjoy pleasure. This is kind of the animals, but the animals fast than these people because the animals kill or hunting just to living, to feed themselves. They don't kill without reasons. But some people they are not psycho. You can see him. He's smart and he understands and he can talk, but he loves killing. So what kind of
Yes.
the animals? Uh, they are I can't say worse than the monsters.
Yeah, good. And he just want to mention something which is reality. It's not something from his mind, that humans are the source of corruption. They are the enemy of nature. And
Yeah.
those animals are better than human to some extent.
Yeah, Professor. I
Yeah.
remember there is a song when we are younger. There is a Space Tune channel, and it's about Simba. If you hear the words for the song, and he said, "There is no wolves kill each other. There is no lions or animals. They are making treason. But the people
Yes.
they are doing this. We can see the wolves. They are together. The members they are together. No one can make them anyone or treating each other. But this is in the normal human being life. You can see it a lot.
Yes, good. And also, he will learn many things from them. He wished to be one of them at the end because they are better than human. Maybe they are the idealistic side of human, but they are not. Thank you very much, Fatima. I think that Ali and Naba want to answer this question, which is why he changed the concept of being human into another concept of animal. Yes, Ali.
Hello, Professor.
Hello, Ali.
Uh, Before that, I
Mm.
want to describe something. Swift here, he make such a contrast or comparison between two kinds. Okay, it's not two kinds of human or animals. It's a creatures. They are living in the paradise, and the others that they are living in the hell. Maybe it's
Yes.
something like the features of them. Okay, it's the features that maybe resemble the place. Okay, so if you are the hominins or those creatures, they are like people in the utopia. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
and the others who is yahoos or these are people feels like
Yes.
like
To him.
will to something that uh, to turn the concept to the human to the animals. Maybe the animals also have two kinds: the wild one
Yes.
and the innocent one, maybe, or the pet one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
the pets have all the good features. Whatever you doing with him, he still have loyalty. He still have the obedience. Okay, and he will do the best with you. Okay, even you are
Yes.
harsh with him. Okay, so
Yes.
it's maybe kind of a creature that is perfect. This is a perfect thing. But the wild one, maybe everything you do it like lions, tigers, or any animals. Okay, like that. They are want something. They want they follow them last. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
they won't eat if you didn't feed them. They will eat your hand. They will cut your hand. They will eat you.
Yes, that's
Okay,
right. Yes.
yes, maybe this is the point that I see. Yes,
Yes. Yes. Very
that I
good,
see.
Ali. Very good.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Professor.
much. Uh, do you want to add something in your for this question, Naba and Muhammad?
Just one
Yes,
thing.
Naba.
Just
Yes.
one thing. In the first book, he described politics. In the second, he tried to describe the human supreme, the highest level of human, and the third society and all of that. I think in this book, he's mentioned animals and all of that. He's trying to tell the people that, trying to tell the readers that this is what happened to people if they keep. If they descend themselves from their levels, if they neglect themselves, if they do not keep up with evolution, this is what happened to them, as in yahoos. Because,
Yes. Yes. Okay. Good point. Muhammad.
Yes, Professor.
Yes.
Uh, I have another opinion. I agree with my classmate Naba and Ali, but also maybe Swift perhaps he want to convey a message about the animals' rights. A message about that man has become a human being who not the one who decide that, and the animals has become the animal, not his own will, but his
Yeah.
luck become so. So the rights of animal must be respected, and the concept the animal and the human being depends on the behavior, not on his creation in this way, in
Yes.
which he had no role in creative like this way animals are human, but he has a role in his behavior.
Yes. Very good. Good. Thank you very much for your ideas. So the honeycombs are members of fictional race, but they are well known for their intelligence. They are highly intelligent. They are highly rational horses. This is the description of a swift, of course. It's not our description. The Honeyhams are rational, are intelligent horses. Okay, and of course, Gulliver will meet them on purpose, on certain reason. He will learn something from them. They are contrasted with the with the Yahoos. We can describe the Yahoos as monster-like creatures. They are at the opposite of the Yahoos, okay? Because you know that the Yahoos are brutish. They have the sense of being brutes, and they are submissive, as we have just mentioned at the beginning of our class. While the Honeyhams are not submissive, they are rational, they are intellectual, they are good. And this is the big difference between the Yahoos and the Honeyhams. So the Honeyhams are fictional characters. They are not real character, fictional. So what do you think? Why they are fictional? Why not realistic? Can we have such realistic character?
Can
Um,
I?
and also, for example, the idea of Superman. Can we have a Superman, a real Superman? Let's think metaphorically through our imagination, not logical thinking. Yes, Naba. Why they are fictional? Why we don't have such kind of creatures?
Because the human is made of sensational, emotional, and rational. There is no human without passion or emotion.
Yes.
Gulliver is in between the Yahoos and between the humans, between the rational and between the lust and emotion and desire.
Yeah,
The
this is the
human
real
stands
place of a human.
of
This
a
is the
human
real
being.
place.
So
Yeah.
you can't be, if you become rational, you become like robots, just following orders in your mind, right and wrong, and all of that. Just like
And if you
robots.
become like the Yahoos,
The
then you will
Yahoos,
be
then
what?
you'll be just like animals.
Yeah. So that's why humans stand in the middle.
Humans,
Yeah.
there's animals, human. The human is supreme than animals. Um, if you read about religion and all of that, you find angel is the most rational creature.
Very good. Yes,
A
good
human is
description.
below than the angel, but they are better than angel because a human can control their emotion and desire. So Gulliver, maybe he is not seeing that he's maybe better than horses because he can control his desire, his emotion, his lust, better than horses and better than Yahoos because he stands in the middle. Sometimes when you stand in
Yes.
the middle, you have the loudest voice, the greater picture.
Yes, very good, Nabet.
May I add something? Yes, Swift, when he chose the horses, I think he's kind of symbolic for the high rank of England society or royal. Take care about the horses, and they treat it as a one of their family. So I think people, not simple
Yes,
politic
it's
simple, like
also
kind of
a
politic.
good point. Good point from Mustafa. Why horses, not any other kind of animals? Yes. So Mustafa mentioned that because they stand for this period. I mean, the period in which Swift were living. They are concerned with horses. Horses stands for the loyalty, for the higher stance people. Yes, thank you very much, Mustafa, for pointing this comment.
You're welcome.
Yes, Ali. Yes.
Professor, the horse, of
Mm.
course, can uh, it's something like metaphor
Yeah.
for running for something.
Mm.
The horse the important thing of the horse, the major, uh, I like it's a major character in him, or major something يعني important in him, is the running. Okay, without running, he is nothing. Okay,
Yes.
that's one.
So what is the
And
connection with the human, Ali?
with the
The running.
human, the human running for his life every time, but
Good.
he maybe doesn't reach. Okay, this is the first. And second, the horses maybe didn't accept. Okay, anyone ride it. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
If yes, you should train it, or training the horse by the time, and you can ride on it. Okay.
Yes, yes.
But even though you train it, maybe she will not. It will not accept you. It's yes. It's need to a night. He can control it.
Yes, it's very good.
Okay.
Good
Yes.
idea.
So the people of England, maybe that he want to refer it. The people of England, like horses, it's maybe, or should, it should they should not accept anyone to rule them or to control them. Okay, they should, yes, take their rights, okay, and their route in the life. Maybe
So
that's
you
the
mean
point.
that England is a powerful country
A powerful
politically?
people,
Yeah,
a powerful
yeah.
people and country, and
Yes.
to control this country, you should be a suitable man to this. Okay,
Very
so
good.
the people,
Yes.
yes, the people should elect one who can control them, not like yahoos. You will be like yahoos, filthy and dirty and everything else, because you didn't choose your choice, your fate, your
Yes.
destiny. Yes, that's
Yes,
maybe the
yes.
point. And
Very good.
forgive me, I
Very
have
good.
lack in speech. Okay.
Actually,
Yes.
this
May I, Professor?
travel is more interesting than the other. I feel so. I don't know whether you agree or not. It has many
Yes.
symbolic elements, symbolic features, and it also,
Strange.
yeah, strange to
Yes.
some
Yes.
extent, and
Yes.
it bear many interpretations.
May
Yes,
I, Professor, comment on the same thing
yes,
Mustafa
yes,
Annaba and
Muhammad.
Ali Amr said?
Yes, yes, Muhammad.
Thank you, Professor. You know, Professor, I think Swift put this figure, a horse's figure, in this adventure, you know, because he want to change the rule, change the position in the during that time in England community. The horses more common in the society, more common.
Yes,
The horses serve the people, so he changed the rule. He changed the rule. The horse is his master, and the Yahoo, the human, is the service. You know. Also, uh, we should focus on the details in these novels. In this adventure, Gulliver told them that the England horses worked in the field in order to serve the people.
good.
So they were shocked and said, "How can a country take over by Yahoo?" So he want to show kind of the change the position between the horses, the more common animal in the society, and the human, the Yahoo.
Very good, good. Thank you very much. So in this travel, we have two kinds of creatures, as I have just mentioned, the Honeyhams and the Yahoo. The first one stands for the idealistic figure, the logical, the intellectual, the highest level of people, while the second one, the Yahoo, stands for the irrational people. It is the opposite. Look, the Honeyhams, the rational people. The Yahoos, irrational people. The Honeyhams, the good side of humanity, while the Yahoos are the worst side of humanity. So they are in contrast with each other. The wise and gentle Honeyhams, their masters are rational horses, and also represent humanity at its best. So, actually, we have many things to talk about, but let's have one last question, and next week we will continue talking about them.
Professor,
What
before you
can,
move to the question, I want to
yes,
ask something. The
yes,
horse have it's a noble soul. It's like that.
ah,
Yes,
yes, mm,
the kind of the when it's called thoroughbred horses. It's not eat and its head sorry on the
mm,
ground. It's eat when it's make its head uh, high. It's like when they want to feed the horses, they
mm.
hang the food on its neck. Okay, it's
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
good
Yes,
point.
it's like that.
Mm,
So
mm.
the horses have a noble soul. So it's maybe refers to the people on England. That's
So,
what I want
Ali,
to ask.
Ali, what do you think this satire is for whom? For people, for politicians?
I think uh, it's for the people because
Mm,
he wants them to wake
to
up.
change them. Good.
Yes, yes,
To change
that's
them,
it.
to reform
Yes,
them, to tell
yes,
them that the horses are better than you. You can't take the
yes,
good things from them and you can leave the bad things. Then you will be idealistic to some
yes,
extent.
yes, exactly,
Yes, good,
exactly.
good.
May I add something
Then
about that?
what? Yes, about that. Okay. Mm,
Yes, Gulliver, when talk with them about many things, he told them in his original community, the England community,
mm,
they didn't accept and didn't understand why innocent people were killed in the war, and also they didn't understand or accept many concepts such as lying, as the word of lying didn't present in their dictionary.
yes, yes.
Yes.
That's
So that's
because
comparing
they are
between
pure.
the
They are
society.
not
They are yes.
corrupted.
That's the
Yes.
comparing between the community of England and the homes. The homes society or
Oh,
the animals. If you
yes,
can, they're
yes.
pure.
Yes, good, good. And actually, this answer is just like the question that I intend to ask you, which is, uh, what do you think? What's Gulliver learn from the Honeyhams and from the Yahoos, and what can you learn from them? Mm. طبعا لحد هذا اللي حكيناه اليوم،
May I?
يعني احنا عندنا بعد اشياء نضيفها، بس كسؤال اخير for this class.
May
What
I?
have you learned from them? Fatima?
Yes, yes, Professor. You,
Yes,
you.
Fatima.
I will talk in general, Professor.
Yes. Mm.
So because that makes us as animal and somehow, and the animals, with my respect for everyone, hear me. The animals sometimes it's better than the people and the human in their behavior because it's just
Yes.
their natural, but we are changed from our natural, and
Mm.
it's just like advice for us to not hurt each other, to not kill each other, to not make a war for no reason. There is no
Yes.
reason to there to see the blood. And in this world, even the animals at this time, they have a noble behavior, like the
Yes.
horses, like the dogs. You see the dogs; they are very friendly. They don't hurt their friends or the someone who care of
Mm.
them. So the horses, it's the same. So this creature and how we are as a human and our brain, we are need for new creatures. That's why we are made it in the novels and the stories and make them this mixture, this a new thing because we are needed in our real life. But we can't find it. We can't find just the words and words.
Yes.
Professor,
Yes.
there is a small detail I know it when I read today this section.
Mm.
Galver himself, he left his pregnant wife to get his new adventure. You know,
Mm.
I know all the people just looking for to please their desires, and they're curious. He left his wife, and she needs him in difficult time, just looking for adventure, looking for the selfish. as a human.
Yes. Yes.
This
Good.
is one of the worst things. I know that some didn't know it. He left his wife and he joined for a new ship, and these people, because of this needed with him, they became as a pirate, like a criminal people, and the diseases control them. We didn't know these details. We know it's just about this creature. No, this is just like it scared. And he tried
Yes.
to show us. He left his wife, he left his real life and looking for his imagination. And these days we are made for imagination things.
Mm. Yes, good, Fatima. This is the reality because the humans are the source of corruption. Humans are the enemy of nature. Actually, today we at the morning we explained a poem by Dylan Thomas. It carries the same theme. The poet imagines himself in a paradise-like place, and he describes everything inside except humans. Okay, it is not paradise, it's hell, it's a place. Okay, but he didn't mention any human being in this. He mentioned animals, birds, plants, trees, sky, stars, but
Because
without
in paradise, just
humans.
soul, you know,
Because
just
if
soul.
he mentioned the human, then this will be not paradise,
Yes, not
because the
paradise.
human will corrupt
Yes,
everything.
corrupted, just soul
Yes,
in paradise. Yes.
yeah, yes, good.
Also,
Okay.
may I add something about the last
Okay,
question?
yes, Muhammad. Mm.
Yes, maybe in the first book, Swift criticized religion and morals and behavior and politics, you know, and
Yes,
the people interested in politics. And the second book criticized the poor and simple class in society, you know,
mm.
the poor simple, the class, the poor class level of the society. In the third book,
Yes,
he criticized the scholars and the government that spent
mm.
more money about the research and maybe fake scholars. You know,
Yes,
in the fourth book, maybe in my point of view, maybe he just mentioned not about behavior, not about morality, just about the animal rights. Why not? Why not?
mm.
He maybe he mentioned for animal rights must be respected and society treat animals harshly during that time. But
Yes.
yes,
Uh, we have just mentioned, Muhammad, that he wants to awake a human from their behavior. He wants to reform society. He
yes,
wants them to take the good things from the
yes, and
animals.
also he's
Yeah.
showing for us in the same time the
Mm.
human they are not better than the animals. You know,
Yes. Mm.
just the luck make this human and this animals.
Yes. Yes. Good, Muhammad. Thank you for your ideas. Any other
Miss
ideas
Minna,
before? Yes.
we talk a lot about Hoynem, but we didn't talk about Yahoos. I think the Swift
Yes.
he lived in the period that James was King James was quarreled
Mm.
with the Puritan, so make them to leave England and make the colonization campaign. So at that time, England witnessed colonization and expanded. So every place they reached, they described it as Yahoos,
Mm.
as people out of civilization, people
Uh-huh.
out of culture, especially in
Uncivilized. Yes.
yes, uncivilized, especially in Africa. They describe
Oh.
the tribe there that almost naked, without clothes, and they don't speak any language. They eating roots. So it's kind of
Mm.
describing the colonization at that time. They
So
sample it
it
with the
means
Yahoos.
that the Yahoos are real,
Exactly,
but
exactly,
with the kind of hyperbole or exaggeration because
exactly.
this is the
Uh,
literature. Yes.
yes,
You
yes,
mean
yes.
Mustafa? You mean they are Puritans, like Puritans?
No, the Puritans. No, the Puritans who no, not the Puritans. Puritans when they reach any place, they describe the people at that place. like animals or like out of civilization. Yes.
يعني الهنود الحمر قصدك من شاف يعني البيوريتنز من شافوا الهنود الحمر؟
بالضبط الهنود الحمر، وكذلك بالقبائل الافريقيه من وصلوا وشافوهم بهالمنظر هذا، فهم تقريبا سويفت حب يعني ينقد هذا المنظر،
يعني
انه هذا مهما كان هو
inspired
هيومن.
by this.
بالضبط، هذا هيومن. انتم ما يصير توصفوه بهالطريقه هذه انه هو العفو كحيوان، رغم هذا تصرفه هو هيومن. فنوع من الانتقاد ايضا لهذه الطبقه السياسيه اللي راحت المكان واحتلته مثل ما نقول.
Very good, Mustafa.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Professor, could you repeat the question? I missed it.
Okay, my question was, what have you learned from them, from the Honeyhomes and from the Yahoos? What have you learned from this book, and what Gulliver learned from them too?
Maybe if you want me to add something, I will add. If you want to finish the lecture,
okay,
will...
add.
No, it's okay if you want to finish.
Okay, so of course next week we'll talk more about this book, this voyage, because it is filled with details, important details. We will also try to answer important questions, and keep in your mind that we will make a kind of comparison between the Lilliputians, the Laputians, the Brobdingnagians, and the Honeyhomes and the Yahoos, in terms of many things. Okay, so till here, thank you very much. If you don't have a question, your next week the same. We will stay with the same homework because we will talk more. If you don't have a question, write down your names here. Yes.
Professor.
Thank you very much. Yes, Muhammad.
Thank you. You can suggest a question in the next lecture to be more ready.
Actually, اكو طريقة بس ما ادري اذا if you like it or not، انه كل واحد يجاوب له على فد سؤال معين in form of essay، وبالمحاضرة يعني هو يقرأ لنا السؤال والجواب. يعني I will give you the questions and then you will...
تمام
حلو كلش حلو.
حتى الباقيين
اختار السؤال الاول انا ست.
هو وين السؤال الاول محمد؟
انت قلت اللي يناسب محمد فلاح هو كيف لا يقصر. قبل قاعد يكتب
I will send you questions زين وانتوا اختاروا
20 questions 20.
حل كوما شو اسوي؟ المهم هذه الطريقة شوية تخلي الباقين اللي ما يشاركون بلكي شوية يشاركون.
To be more opportunity to other students.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much, and you can leave now. See you next week. Bye.
See you, Professor. Bye.
Inshallah. Bye.